Hello, ladies, for joining me today. I'll be looking on both sides because I am on Instagram and on the other platforms too. So, excuse me for that if you're seeing me look here and there. Um, Thank you for joining today to learn about the nutritional tips during this menopause transition, how to fuel yourself. And for those gentlemen that are joining in, I want to say thank you so much for trying to join in to understand how to support your partner, because I have had several clients who come to me saying that their partner does not understand what they're going through and their relationship is on a rocky ground. So please, gentlemen, support ladies, your partners during this transition time. This is one of the phases that we do go through. So again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining today. Just a little bit story about me, why I am here talking to you about this topic. I was living a very vibrant life, eating mostly plants, charging myself every morning. Every morning by fueling my brain with beautiful thoughts and being a role model for my family. Then I started noticing weight gain. I said to myself, okay, I need to exercise harder. And maybe I'm eating way too much of food that my body doesn't need. When then I was like cutting down, doing all kinds of stuff. One day I was on vacation with my husband. That's when I looked at myself in a long mirror, I noticed like I was pregnant. I'm like, no way, I am not pregnant. What is happening with me? My belly is all popped out. And so that's when I was kind of panicking and thinking about all kinds of other diagnoses that could have been there, and went to my doctor. My doctor looked at all the labs, all the scans, said, everything is fine, nothing is wrong with you. Then I went to another doctor, another doctor. I've just been making my trip over to different doctors to see if I can find an answer. I could not find the answer. That's when I digged into the research. When I dug into the research, that's when I found research on really based on women. But that's when I found I was in menopause, which none of my providers could tell me that was a phase I was in. So that has what happened. It was very, very frustrating that I was not getting the answers from my providers. I'm sure, one of you guys have faced this situation. This is my story about how I got to this postmenopausal state. What is your perimenopause or postmenopausal story? Comment below. I would love to hear from you. As hard as we work all our life on self acceptance and body positivity, it is one that hits many active women the hardest. Entire life, we have been working hard, and we know the importance of eating healthy and exercising in order to maintain a good body weight. After many years of working, dialed in an ability to maintain our healthiest weight, to be active. Then, wham, we start gaining weight out of nowhere. Menopause is another phase of women. It is a phase. First thing is, we need to accept this, that this is our phase that we have to go through, instead of being frustrated and, kind of going into why me type of questions. Accept it so that you can move forward with that. So here we are. Let's learn through how we can navigate through this phase in living a healthy and a vibrant life. Our goal for both our health and our performance is to establish a healthy body composition here with an emphasis of putting on and maintaining a much productive and powerful muscle as you can, which will allow you to feel strong and perform well, along with being as healthy as possible during this perimenopause or postmenopausal phase. You are not going to be getting back. Don't think about getting back to your 16-year-old self. Here, our goal is to stay healthy, reshift the body composition. So, we first need to stop dieting. That is what we have been engraved on. Dieting. Don't focus on how many calories you can consume, and stop hopping on that scale every morning and being frustrated with the number that's not budging on the scale. All calories are not equal. A calorie is not a calorie. Some calories cause disease more than the others. Different calories are metabolized differently. So when you cut your food intake, that's when your energy level goes down and you are not able to perform like you used to anymore. Your body notices that it's not getting adequate food when you're cutting down food, and it's starting to conserve the energy and is in a survival mode at this point. When the body isn't getting the energy that is needed, then it starts to hold on to the body fats. Without energy to perform basic functions, your endocrine system signals your body to start to break down muscle and to store more fats so that you can have reserve of energy when you need it. So next thing is, what does that happen? Loss of muscle and increase body fat storage. Most interpret that eating too much, trying to cut more of those calories and train longer in the gym, with that's when things go very worse. I have seen some of these people in the gym just stay there for hours and hours intensely working out. I was one of them that made that mistake too. So when your food intake is insufficient and you are burning more energy with longer training, then you have too little energy reserves. All of those that are important for metabolic function. As a result, your thyroid activity reduces and your resting metabolic rate drops. Your cortisol levels are elevated and you develop resistance to growth hormone, and your hunger hormone ghrelin increases while your satiety hormone leptin decreases. At this point, it can become very challenging to bring your metabolic rate back up. So I recently visited a friend of mine who I noticed all she does is entire day drinks coffee and does not eat anything. She says she's not hungry. That's how she's going to lose weight, and eats once at dinner time. This pattern keeps your body in a breakdown state. You are not giving your body the fuel that it needs when it needs it. And the body is getting the message, I am not getting enough fuel, resulting in decreased training response diminishing bone health, decrease immunity, increase gut distress, worsening coordination, chronic angriness due to low energy availability. Comment below if any one of these things are resonating with you. Now, let us look at how to fuel during menopause transition. First thing is eating more plants, mostly foods from plant sources with small amounts of high quality animal products. Fill yourself with 75% of your plate with plant foods and 25% with the foods of your own choice. So this is a win-win, right? You get what you want to eat and you eat for your health. Research shows that women who eat plants-based in both, this research was done both in sedentary and active women. And they have found that people that eat mostly plants have a lower BMI and lower body fat, improved blood lipid levels, and better blood sugar levels. So include a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, lower the level of inflammation, and higher levels of antioxidants and lower risk of cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. That's the power of plants. Gut health is optimized because plant foods enhance the diversity of the bacteria in your microbiome. Include daily about 30 to 40 grams of fiber in your diet. No fiber supplements. When I'm saying fiber, it is coming from natural fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes, and whole grains. A 2018 study found that among perimenopausal women, vegans reported fewer bothersome vasomotor symptoms like hot flashes and fewer physical symptoms. Good news is that you don't have to give up animal products, but make fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes, and whole grains as your 75% of your plates. You can still get the benefits of plant-based diet by doing so. It is important to balance your intake throughout the day, especially, the protein. You just can't stack up everything like for dinner time. So since your body responds more to even protein distribution throughout the day, try to get at least 30 grams of protein with each meal and 15 to 20 grams with your snacks. Yes, that is a lot. I know yesterday I was talking to one of my clients. She goes, "That's a lot. I can't eat that much." Well, we need to slowly reshift the way we eat and, redesign our plate. Quality carbohydrates are very, very important. Carbohydrates are not our enemy. It's the type of carbs that you're going to eat. Meeting your carb needs with bagels and brownies is not going to cut it because your body needs fiber and nutrient dense foods to maintain your gut microbiome and manage your blood sugars, to support your hormones, and to have a steady supply of energy as your sex hormones dwindle down. Some starchy carbs and whole grains are good when you need a dense source of carbohydrates to fuel and activity. But the bulk of your carbohydrates at this point should be coming from fruits and vegetables to help maintain healthy insulin levels, blood sugar, and overall health. Do not fall into the trap of worrying about sugar in fruits and vegetables. They contain natural sugars. Fruits and vegetables have natural sugars like fructose that are wrapped in fiber, which your gut microbiome needs it. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage are good for you. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, and they contain lots of fiber. For postmenopausal women, it is especially important because they also manage your hormones. The more cruciferous vegetables you eat, the better hormonal health and lower risk of any of that increased abdominal fat accumulation that you might be having. The vegetables are very, very good for your gut microbiome. That's what the bacteria in your gut want because they provide lots of prebiotic fiber. Excellent prebiotic sources are like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, green bananas, dandelion greens, and Jerusalem artichokes. Probiotics are the foods that contain healthy bacteria. You can maintain gut microbiome diversity by eating a wide variety of probiotic foods, which contain healthy bacteria in a positive way, such as fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and tempeh. And just make sure to get into the habit of reading the labels. Don't get something that has added sugar in them. You can ferment your own vegetables at home. It's a very, very simple process. So you can get plenty of protein from plants. You must be saying, where can I get protein eating plant-based? You can get plenty of protein from plants like the cauliflower, broccoli, seeds, spinach, nut butters, beans, legumes, oatmeal, and nuts. If you eat dairy, it is very easy to get ample of protein with Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. Omega-3 fatty acids like chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds, they can be included very easily into your smoothies. That's what I do. I include every day into my smoothie. So, in order to sustain a habit, this is a lot of stuff that I have just explained to you why you need this and all the different things that we need. But we have been used to one habit, certain way of eating, certain way of living all our life. So now it's a habit change. Habit change is not easy. So, really, to have a sustaining habit change where you can make a change so that you can keep it for the rest of your life. This is a lifestyle change for the rest of your life that you need to make. My suggestion is not to make too many changes at one time. Make one small change at a time and commit to that. In order to make a habit change, first, you need to have awareness, which now you got the awareness. And then you need to focus your attention on that one habit that you want to make a change. And after that, it's deliberate practice every day, being consistent. And also, you need an accountability partner that can be your friend, your family member, your coach. So these are the basic 4 steps of changing a habit so that it can be sustained. And as you make one habit change, you are very comfortable with it, then you implement another one. So here you go. How are you planning to fuel your body to get adequate nutrition during this phase of perimenopause or postmenopause? Comment below. I would love to hear from you how you're making a change and what type of symptoms are you facing. Let's take this conversation to the next level and support each other. Thank you for joining me today.